Matt3756.
What is up, Goobers? Today we're going to be taking a tour of the Video Game Museum right here at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo 2016. This is actually the first year they had this here, so let's go on in and see what they have.
This is pretty cool over here.
Wow.
All of the box Atari games that ever came out.
That is so awesome.
So all the different variations of the artwork. Now the games don't look anything like this.
Yeah, I know.
Which is great.
Look, it's Fat Albert. The Atari game. I never even heard of some of these.
So it's pretty wild to see something like this.
Wow. Look, it's the Pink Panther with Owens Corning fiberglass insulation.
Right there. It's probably a pink block. Desert Bus 2600. There you go. You just drive constantly. That's all you do.
Frog Pond. Wasn't that the one where you... Oh, no, that was Frogs and Flies.
Yep.
Oh, my God. Me and Lamp used to play that all the time. That was like our game. Oh,
look
look,
at
it's
that.
Ladybug.
Where? Oh, down there in the bottom.
Look, and it has the actual arcade cabinet.
Yep.
That is so cool.
Bugs Bunny.
Battlezone, look.
Battlezone, yeah.
The
There's
original Battlezone.
a lot of arcade games got ported over to
yeah.
I mean, look at
Oh
this.
my God, I remember Mousetrap.
Look at this. Donkey Kong on
Wow.
Nintendo.
Wow.
Donkey
Mr.
Kong
Joe.
Jr. Yeah.
I wonder if they have Bomb Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. That's my only good arcade game I know how to play. Crazy.
I have a lot of these. A lot of the black box games here.
Yeah. Maze. Oh my God. Me and Lamp used to play that all the time.
It's just a big old pixel.
Yeah, you were just a little dot, but it got tough. Like if you selected different options, it was really tough. Yar's Revenge, remember that too?
That's good. That was a good game.
Yeah, I like that.
I got a message.
There's Pitfall. You gotta love Pitfall.
Nothing wrong with Pitfall.
Kaboom! Oh my God, there's been so many variations of that now for the computer.
Look, there's
but
BMX.
That was
I don't know how
game.
BMX works on a 2600,
Yeah, that's weird.
but hey, whatever.
I never heard of that.
But there it is, E.T.
Oh, there's bowling. Yeah, wow.
E.T. Supposedly the game that caused the crash of, what was it, 84, 83? I forget. Video game crash.
A lot of these are arcade. You know, look, you got Dig Dug and
Galaga.
Yep. Look, basic math. You can learn basic math.
Oh, there you go. Nothing wrong with learning basic math.
They remade this now to be basic math, Common Core. Confusing.
That's true.
It doesn't make any sense.
Store display. So
Yeah.
I remember seeing the Sega
I don't remember
store
this at
display.
all. Maybe very.
And I remember seeing it at Hills, which is like a local department
I
store.
think I remember it in an
PA.
electronics boutique, maybe.
But
they were around.
I definitely remember those two, for sure. The PlayStation.
Oh, that's cool. Look at it. It's a tabletop play choice.
Yeah.
That is cool.
There's actually, I don't know if they have it here. It's a M83 Nintendo box, and it holds 10 games in it.
I remember the PlayStation.
Yeah, this PlayStation,
Yeah.
I remember big time.
That was big, yeah.
And I remember the Super Nintendo.
Yep.
For sure.
Repro. Look, Game Copier. Look at that.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah, if that came out today, I bet you it's illegal. It's a big box. It looks like any
Wow, look at
Atari
that.
game.
Track and field.
Yeah, free for Atari. Bet you that's great.
How would you do that for Atari?
It looks like you get some
Special controller included. Wow, that's probably why the box is
big,
extra.
Yes, yeah. Computer Space, I guess the game is called. It's a little arcade game. It looks like it has the quarter slot, and you play a little game there. Computer Space, 1 to 2 players.
Wow, Sega Saturn. Never really.
I've never seen this one.
Never did well.
It never did well.
Yeah,
no,
it just didn't
came out
take off.
in 95?
Something like
95, I think.
Yeah.
And it had no it came out early, from what I remember, and it came out with no third-party support because of it. So it pretty much lasted maybe 2 years.
This was one of the big games I played when I was a kid, guys.
Yep.
This was, I had this when I was like 12, and I remember playing Mario 64, Pokemon Snap. Yeah, this was a big deal. Still is. I still love playing these games because they were simple and you got right into it. There's no 3-hour story before the game. You just got right into it.
The only bad thing was the controllers were terrible. I could not stand.
I actually like the
I could not
controllers.
stand that controller.
I liked them. I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but I like those. They did them pretty good because you could hold them different ways, you know.
Right.
Dreamcast, I remember my uncle had, but that was another one that kind of really didn't take off.
No, it came out in September 9th, 99, and it lasted maybe 2 years.
Yeah. I remember seeing a documentary on TV about like the battle in the history of video games and like everybody competing with each other and how they got started. Really interesting, you know. It's definitely cool that they're preserving this stuff because, you know, you got to appreciate how this started, you know, to appreciate what we have today. So this is amazing. Looking at the original Xbox.
With the big fat controller that lasted not too long. And then
Really?
there's no, it lasted, I want a year?
Why is that?
Well, that came out originally. And then after so many people didn't like it because it was so big, they went to the S controller that was the smaller one.
Yeah, I see.
But I do remember playing a lot of time on these store displays. Wow.
Man, that is in like pristine condition.
Hey, watch out, Matt.
Oops, sorry.
That's real nice condition. Food fight. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Yeah.
Wow, what is that?
It's Pokemon Snap Station.
Oh, wow.
So you had
print out your little Pokemon picture.
Oh my God, I never knew that. That is so cool.
I forget where they had them.
Oh my God.
But it's definitely a cool thing. You would take your little card and it would print it out for you. The picture you take in the game. Metal Jesus Rocks did find this recently. It's a Nintendo 64 double disc drive.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what that is or not, Matt. But,
not really.
If you ever look on the bottom of the N64, there's an expansion port.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Right.
That's cool.
And what it was supposed to do is this disc drive was supposed to come out, and you were able to play bigger games on it.
Okay.
But it was only released in Japan. He found this one. I guess he bought it from somebody. I don't know if Matt would link the video or not, but he describes it.
Sure, if I can find it.
Yeah, Metal Jesus Rock describes everything, but he found it, and it turned out it was a U.S.-made disc drive. These were only released in Japan for consumers. So this is like one of probably one.
It says one of one right there.
Right, number one. So
wow.
That's definitely a pretty cool thing.
This is like the Red Ryder BB gun right here, guys.
Oh yeah, this is like the Holy Grail.
Yeah, the Holy Grail right here. It's probably why it's so cold in here because they got to keep it like, you know, museums got to preserve stuff, so it might be better for the thing. This is the
Nintendo
PlayStation. And so you said something about like how Nintendo
partnered with Sony to make a console, and Sony pretty much led the development of this thing. That's why you got the Sony name real big on it. And there's not too much Nintendo branding. I mean, you can tell it's a Famicom-looking SNES controller. But other than that, it was a Sony.
Yeah, boy, Sony really took over kind of with the whole branding deal.
This was found, I forget how it was found, but it's a prototype that people, they knew they did it. They knew they started developing it, but they never knew it produced one. So it's a pretty cool thing.
So it looks like it has a disc drive and
a cartridge. The cartridges were the Super Famicom cartridge. So
what year would this have been?
93.
Wow, and that's for that to have like CD-ROM, you know?
Right. Pretty early.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's amazing to see this here in person. That's just awesome.
Right.
And that's, I guess, the cartridge it would go into
in the cartridge
right
slot,
there. Yeah. Wow.
But they were.
You got a headphone jack right there, which the iPhone 7 doesn't even have today, so or whatever phone that is. So they were ahead of the game. Can you imagine how many people would want to play that now, though? You know, now that if everybody knows that it's out there.
Right.
Could you imagine like how popular that would be if they kind of just redid it?
Basic for easy program. So you could program things.
Kind of just looking at this stuff, and I'm thinking, like, you know, what in another 20, 30 years, what are, you know, we're going to be having like the Nintendo Wii U is part of like, you know, in a museum.
Right.
You know, that's you got to wonder where video games are headed. That's kind of interesting to see.
Oh, for sure.
The progression.
Some cool store display there.
Yeah.
For the Game Boy SP.
All right, guys, thanks for watching this tour of the video game museum here at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo 2016. It's the first year they had this, so this is very exciting to see that Nintendo and PlayStation prototype and all that old stuff, so that was awesome. I'm going to be linking some other videos from here. We got some claw machine videos, some pinball versus videos, and more from the Portland 2016 Retro Gaming Expo. Like and subscribe for claw machine videos, coin pushers, arcade games, and more every single week. And thanks for watching.
Don't be a goober. Click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future videos.